Hey there, thanks for watching. I am in my car on my lunch break here with a Side Hustle Tuesday update for you. So lately I've been putting a lot of effort and energy into the eBay portion of my side hustle because that for me is the most sort of predictable, reliable income stream that sort of yields the quickest tangible results. So that's where I put a lot of my energy right now. It's also because we are right in the holiday like sort of nearing the end of the holiday buying cycle. I am hoping to catch the last of that and really working to grab that potential income while I can. And the reason why I'm choosing, so what I'm doing is putting a lot of energy into this in listing items, basically. So I spent the past 3 days sort of holed up in my house, listing in my basement at like late at night usually, to just try to pump out as many listings as I can. And my pace is pretty, I'd say it's on the slower side, but I know on average I can list, if I'm like fully rested, I can list about 10 items an hour. It goes down, like my productivity goes down steeply depending on like the time of day, but I've just wanted to get those items out and make the most of this holiday season. So I listed almost all the day on Sunday, and then yesterday, Monday, after work, and we went out for like a team building dinner, and then I came back. I went to the gym, I came back, and I listed to get my 10 items, because I'm trying to do 10 items a day for 4 days. I'm halfway through. I have 20 more items to list, and I'm trying to list 10 items a day rather than sort of flooding my store with 40 new items all at once, because eBay really rewards that consistency over time rather than one big giant dump all at once. So that's what I'm doing, and the reason I'm doing this is because I have a very tangible goal to meet. I need a new phone. Mine's kind of on the fritz, like it's time for an upgrade. It's about 2 years old, and I saw the one that I want, and it's about $400. And for me, my profit model is $10 an item, so I know I need to list and sell 40 items. It's in order to hit that, to get that phone. So that's what I'm doing. And what I call this is it's keep the lights on, so KTLO. This is like sort of the lower level, just like pumping it out, nothing really challenging. It's a formula that I know works, and it's not super stimulating. These are items that that I've sold before, this type of item I've sold before, so there's no gamble involved. I already have the items, so there's no upfront inventory cost. So it's really basic standard selling. And at first, like, I had this idea. So this idea of needing the phone came up sort of in my budget upgrade, and I'm like, all right, like that's an expense I need to budget for. And I'm thinking, well, where the heck am I going to get that from? And I'm like, okay, knowing that expense is coming up, this is a way that we can work to cover that. So it's kind of basic, simple math. And part of me like really rejected the idea of doing this. Because it's not as, I don't want to say exciting, but, or challenging or like interesting. It's just your standard everyday grind, which is something that I am learning to embrace, well, that I'm working to embrace as well. And I also want to say that this is something that I didn't have knowledge of 2 years ago. Like, I didn't have an eBay store 2 years ago. I just started this April of 2017. So this is an avenue that I didn't have previously. So this is something that I'm really trying to accept. Like, this is an income that's potentially really strong, and there's a lot of growth opportunity there. So I'm trying to like focus on positive, and this is something that I can definitely am learning from and can improve. Again, that's another thing, like there's tons of room for improvement in my my eBay game. And I had shared my store before, and I'd been reluctant to do this because people had asked. I'd shared it before, and immediately I got some like criticism, and I'm not really open to feedback on my store right now. It's pretty down, and I don't want to say down and dirty, but it's very basic, I just get the items out. I don't focus on quality. I try to make sure the pictures are clear, informative, and communicate the item fully and note any flaws. So I'm focused more on quantity over quality. I would rather have an item listed than wait until I can do it perfectly. At some point that my game may go a different direction, but right now my model is quantity over quality. Just get it sold. And for the most part, these are items that I either have around the house or I've sourced for relatively low upfront cost. So that's my model right now. And this is kind of what's taken up the last 4 days of my life. I didn't post an update yesterday because I was super busy. I'd worked, and then I went to the gym, and then I just listed for like 4 hours because it was like at each point, like I could feel my energy level going down, and it would take me more and more energy to get stuff listed. So I just kind of tried to push through, and I made it. And again, I'm halfway through, and I'm working toward the next milestone, which is to have the last 20 items up and listed. That's just my goal. So that's where it's at. Just keeping the lights on and trying to make every dollar count. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions on this portion of the side hustle, or if you're working on a side hustle, I know that Abby is, what's her, I forget her YouTube channel, but she's she's a ceramics business, and she's sort of working to get her holiday orders out by the 19th. I think it might be today. It's either today or tomorrow, either way. So she's also kind of up against that deadline, and I really feel for her. I'm like, you can do this, girl. So I'm trying to like cheer myself on too. This may not be the most glamorous part to just kind of do that level grinding, but it's what I'm doing right now, and I'm trying to embrace it and be grateful for it, appreciate it, and get it done. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you will keep watching. Bye.